Hi, this is Jacob, and I am a little bit irritated right now. Well, let me tell you a story. So, I wanted to play this game, and so I buy it and I download it. And what happens next is that I try to record it one time. Then suddenly my microphone decides to go dead on me. No, 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 no. And I need to start the whole thing over. So I try again, and then the microphone does it again, and I crash. And when I tried, I tried to make a solution for the cable to stop, doing that, stop like making the microphone go dead. So I took my other setup, which is a stand, my microphone stand. I usually have a stand that stands on my table, but this one is standing from the ground and up to my face. I usually don't use it that much because, it's not necessary. But in this case it was, because when I use the other setup, I usually have my hand laying under the cable, and sometimes I think that's what causes the cable to, stop working for some reason. But yeah, hopefully that it should be working now. I'm not touching the cable at all now. So let's begin the fucking game, for a third time. Also, I'd like to mention that my pop filter suddenly decided to break itself. I have a piece of the glue right here. It's like yellow glue. It's the glue that glues the pop filter itself to the to the thing, to this iron thing that it.
Hi there.
Oh,
Thank
hi.
you very much for playing The Beginner's Guide. My name is Davey
Thanks.
Reedon. I wrote The Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011. We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff, and his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made.
Okay.
It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way. And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment. But what I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level. And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this?
Uh-huh.
This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So, It's 2008, Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together. Because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveywreden@gmail.com. Okay, that's about it for introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
All right. So, yeah, that seems pretty interesting so far. Okay, so I don't get to talk that much in this game, I think. Whoa, shit.
Whisper machine active. Shift to structure.
Whisper machine status active. Evacuate immediately.
This game is called Escape from Whisper, and it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
Okay. So we need to escape. I think this is a joke game. I don't think this is real. It's just, I actually have more of a feeling that, this is a joke game, yeah. I don't think this is real. But if it is real, then, maybe one day I'll check these guys out.
Security hull breached. Hostile alien life form inbound.
Up. Go into one of the rooms. Oh, I can't.
It kinda looks like this game was abandoned mid-development.
Yeah.
For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere, but then clearly there are no enemies anywhere. You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets.
Well, I
But
thought...
ultimately we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is.
Uh-huh.
And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
Oh,
Enemy force neutralized.
I thought that I was stuck in here. Oh, let's get out. Let's get out of here. Ooh, we're out in
I
space.
love how you can see the bottom of the universe from this room.
Yeah, it looks very HD-like, and I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, shit. Can you even go in inside a door? Yes, you can. All right, let's go.
Apparently the space station has a labyrinth on it. Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
Well, oh, well, hi. Thank you.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting. The game has this narrative about the whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Yeah. Alrighty. This looks good so
Hey,
far.
you there, in the engine room. You could save us all. That beam is powering the whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam. It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it? Could you give yourself?
Sure, why not? I mean, I don't have so much to live for.
Let me pause here for a second. What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level.
Well,
But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
yeah. So... Okay, so I can't... Oh, I go through! Ooh, I can see the universe.
The beam causes you to start floating. And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it. Like
Yeah?
how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse. I don't even know.
Very small
I have
level.
no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
Yeah? So I just keep going up in the sky. Alright, let's see here. The past was behind her. I can't walk. Oh, I can only jump. Oh, there you go.
Yep, in this game you can only walk backwards.
Oh, okay. So we have to go backwards this way. It makes sense. Alright. And there's backwards music. Oh, that's kind of hard to hit my target here. Alright, good. Where are we? Alright. Very creative. Only backwards. Alright, but the
So
future...
it's a short and relatively minimalist experiment combining motion and narrative.
But the future
It
could
is
not
less
be seen.
advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more complete. Coda's trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
Yeah. So, can I go other ways? Why does the future keep changing? So things keep changing in the future. Yeah, this game is kind of realistic. Alright, when she stops and looks, it becomes clearer. Alright. Seems okay. Let's go behind or backwards. Oh, but if the future is always behind her... I'm trying to look for text here. It's kind of hard. How will she find the strength? I don't know how this text just comes without me knowing it. To confront it? Ah.
It's a short little thought, it says what it wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that.
Well,
Which to me is why it works, because it gets out quick. Okay, next one.
loading. November 28th. Alright, is this a horror game? Is this a horror game? With invisible walls? My goddamn nemesis? Alright, let's go read the sign. You're now entering... oh, I can walk. I can walk forwards now. It's a lot better. I thought that we were still going backwards.
And that's it. Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
Yeah, okay. December. We're now entering December. Nonsense.
Oftentimes, Coda would
Nearly
put
every
bizarre
direction.
titles like this one at the start of his games.
Alright. So we're entering nonsense land.
I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him.
Is this the Twin
I
Towers?
don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do?
I have a feeling that this is the Twin Towers. I don't know. Not trying to make any joke here.
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens. So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all? Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
Alright. So, we pressed enter. And we can go up. So, yeah, we're inside. Stand on X staring at a beer for 3 hours. So there's a lot of text here. You are a gate. Read an enemy's emails to learn how to beat them. Play as the
A
camera's
room
filling
that's
in
warm
time.
and nice and filled with little ideas for games.
Oh, okay. You're a gate. You start in a small room until you realize you can walk through the walls.
Coda would often tell me that he didn't mind if people thought of him as cold or distant.
A
He said
stranger
that he knew
appears.
that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but
Uh-huh.
that it takes time to really see that. It can be a very slow climb to get there.
A normal game where I have to scream into the mic every 15 seconds to keep playing. Uh-huh. Oh my god, all these... Oh, January 2009. 29. Alright, so I'm watching a live show with while playing my game. It's kind of weird, but yeah. There's not any sound on, so yeah. That's why you can't hear anything. Good, so we're inside this, like, jail room. Jail hall? Alright. Lights. Boom.
Well, this is new for Coda. It's an actual puzzle. Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
A puzzle. A puzzle. Alright, so can I go back up? No, I don't think you're supposed to do that then.
Alright, let me just walk you through it.
Yeah.
You're gonna hit the switch on the outside to open the door, then hit the same switch and walk through the door before it closes. You'll see a second switch on the inside, which will open the second door.
Okay. What the hell? Alright. And... Open. Open.
Don't forget that
Aha.
solution, because we're going to see this puzzle again soon. We're
Okay.
gonna see it a lot.
Yeah, okay. So he wasn't very creative when creating his games, huh? Oh, good thing the music was over. No, it's just a nice ambience of like a sea, a beach in the background.
So that seems to be it, right?
Alright.
You walk down a corridor, you solve a puzzle, you get to the end.
Yeah.
Simple enough.
Okay.
All right, now I'm going to modify the game again so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Well, enter. Alright. So I pretty much have nowhere to go. Then, yeah, these are still invisible walls. So we're
How
going.
about that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I actually find it funny that this game comes after the stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world.
Either way, I think that the point is the same, is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player. So if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
Okay. So we're back at this game again. You are now exiting.
Aha. So, this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could
Yeah.
even be that the stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
So we're supposed to play this game like after each other, like in chronological order, after months or days or something like that. That sounds interesting so far. The Great and Lovely Descent. All right. Oh, the house. A house. That's what I saw on one of the pictures. I remember this.
Let's talk about
the
video
Steam
game
store.
development for a second. Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which
Yeah.
determines what the game can and cannot do. So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development.
Ooh, we're learning about games, huh?
To make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source. Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly. One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well.
Yeah. So we're learning about engines and stuff. How
Tools
nice.
available to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games,
Yeah.
to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
Yeah. So we have, all these are like having like edges instead of being, round and all that kind of stuff. Even the umbrella up here, or the, I don't know, the parasol. I don't know. Yeah. All right. So there's more to this, isn't it? I can't go in here, can? Yeah. All right. All right. Go down here. We haven't been down here. Oh, so we. Oh, we come down to these games. Ah, no, I fall. No, land somewhere. No, please. Oh, okay. So we're supposed to land. Supposed to fall down here. All right. Well, I can accept that. Okay. So, there's something in the middle that I can't go into because I can actually see the invisible wall. All right. Okay. Oh, so there is a sort of a round shape in this game. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, let's go down here. Let's go. This looks like something you would put your horses inside. Oh, hey, something closed, narrator. So I can go inside here. Oh, it's lagging a little bit. All right. Oh no, I'm going to jail? Oh no.
This prison, funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go.
Wow.
If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
Yeah, no, I want to go. No, I'm stuck.
This is something that he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else. Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere.
Yeah.
There wasn't.
No. Okay. So I guess this guy doesn't have a creative mind, in conclusion. If he is a real guy, that's, again, I don't know if this is real or something like that. Yeah. Alright, let's go down here. Playable. If you're making a game, I think you're going to make it long and playable with a story and all that kind of stuff. That's a game. That's a good game, sir. Okay. Go down
it's
here.
The puzzle again, with the exact same solution as the last time.
Alright. And we have the switch going on here. Yeah, there we go.
There's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
Yeah? Alright, it's the bright blue sky outside. Alright, let's just checking this out. Whoa, hey. I like the bright blue skies. I feel like some sort of breeze and freedom coming. Yeah. Alright, so we're inside this sort of room thingy, and there's a stove, and... No, it's not a stove, isn't it? Yeah, that's a stove. Alright, you there. Did you come up from
Here,
up above?
Coda begins
What was
using
there?
a kind of dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities. Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
Okay, you did. Did you come up from above? What was up there? Yes, there was a world stamped with whiteness. That's the world above. You've been there. Now, this is important. Did you have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? Yes, I did. That was literally the last thing I did before coming here. Again, perfect. Now, please tell us how you solved it. Tell us the solution. Tell us how you got to the other side. I don't know. I don't remember how I solved it. I'm trying to remember what I can. I didn't solve it. Someone else let me in. Trust me, you don't want to go over there, too. Alright. Oh no, but I do. We do. We need to get there. Do you understand? It is the most important thing in the world. We have to escape this prison. There must be an ending. I promise you, there's nothing I want more. Listen. Hey, people, can I go up to you? Can I go up and look what there is in your books? No. Alright, there's an open door here. Let's go this way. Alright. Oh, hello. Did you get here? Was there a puzzle you knew you had to pass through? No. I had been here this entire time. I suggest you go and see the puzzle sometime. It is not meant to be solved, but you can sit in the black space in the middle. What happens if I solve it? Not sure, but if I have any suspicion, oh, okay, sorry. You guys can just pause and read it. Alright. That's annoying that I can't get to read something without fucking up.
And so we make one last descent down to the final floor of the level.
Alright. Yeah! Let's go. Let's go this in the middle of these chalk walls. Ooh, we're going into a city. What do we have here? Ah, city place or a motel. This looks like a motel.
It's a lamppost.
It's a lamppost. Okay.
Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out.
All right.
I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination,
Yeah.
which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're gonna see it in the work as well. His games are just gonna become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
Yeah. So we're just gonna end here? Yeah. Alright. Loading. April 2009. My birthday is in April. Yay. This game is connected to the internet. As you walk around, you can leave notes. All notes you see are left by other players. Alright. I don't want to leave a note, but let's read some notes. Enter. Okay, nice room. Not. Ho. That's not some good response.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet. All of the notes that you're gonna see have been written by Coda.
How do I
This
beat
was
this
actually
game?
the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him
No points
at a
in this.
weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person. In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get
Yeah?
his attention. I was over-enthusiastic.
Whoa, holy shit. Yeah,
But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me.
this looks pretty good.
And I cooled off eventually.
Can you guys hear me? Hello? Reasonable.
Oh, feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them.
Yeah, okay.
Either way,
That's what I
to
thought.
me they convey a sense of loneliness. I see this person who's
The hell?
filled with thoughts and feelings and beliefs and has no way to express them except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
Alright. I need to go to the freaking bathroom.
But it's ironic, isn't it? That in playing this game
Recognize
and
me,
seeing
please.
how alone Coda often felt,
There's
that we
nothing here.
get
Go
to
back.
know him better and actually
listen to
kind of
that
connect
guy.
with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work. I think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
Alright, there's like a painting. Can I jump over this? No, I don't want to do that. I kind of want to go this way. I kind of want to explore more. Alright. Is there any way I can sprint in this? No, I can't. Not even shift helps. Crouch? No. Control? No. Alright. This looks pretty nice, actually. I like it so far. It's really it's really weird, this game. It's really mysterious. Alright. Boom. 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 Yeah. More room.
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was
Alright,
on Coda's
can't jump.
mind at the time that he was making it.
Yeah?
And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
This is kind of
In each of his
creepy.
games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on. And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space
Shit.
between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm going this way. It's a typewriter. How do you leave notes? So typewriters. Are you there? Please say something. It can be something. I just need you to say something. Talk to me, please. Why are you having so much difficulty? Talk. Speak, speak, speak. Okay. Loading, May to June 2009. Alright. They said this game is about
Okay, this one is tough.
1 hour and a half
It's gonna
long.
kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Alright. So what is this? There's like a well down there. There's a picture of a city. Can I go inside? Yeah. Architecture. That's some fine architecture. And then the same picture of the city. There's a light.
See, like, this is it. The whole game.
Yeah?
And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Oh, so version 2. What furniture ought to go to the center of the room? How about a TV with surround sound, a refrigerator, put a giant hole in the ground? I want to say 3. Oh. Okay, now what along the wall of the room? Let's put a huge picture of a horse. I'd really like a washing machine. 10 stoves are lined up along the wall. The first one. There's sofas, but I wanted a picture of a horse. I think we should light up this room a bit. A skylight, full ceiling window. Let's open this baby up. I'm thinking about 10 by 12 recessed electric 6-inch soft LED ceiling lights with fluorescent trim. We'll put live Tesla coins in each corner. Yeah. 3. It's not listening to me. And a table. You need a table. We already have a table. Who are you? Where exactly are you doing this from? I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure none of my choices are making any difference. Tables were invented in 1935. I'm not sure of that. Yeah, I'm taking number 2. Ooh, more room. What the hell is this?
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
Uh-huh. Yeah. This guy
Okay,
has
he
a
throws
weird
it out and
mind.
starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Hello, please walk forward. Yeah? Oh, that's the only thing I really could do. This guide will enable you to escape any prison environment. Follow the instructions carefully. Take care that you remember each stop. First, click on this table. Go over to the photo frame and click on it and turn slightly. Alright. Now turn on the floor lamp in this room off and then turn it back on. The floor lamp? Yeah? Oh. Now go to the left side sofa and move it over a little. Left side. Finally touch the shelves. Alright. That's it. In a real prison, the escape will now open. Return to the start to be taken back to your prison. Alright. Good. There's a puzzle. Alright. Return! Yes.
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape. Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside. Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this, to see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than
What
this
the fuck?
prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop, that particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons.
Yeah?
This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
Alright, so no prison this time. That's nice. Oh, what is this? Alright. I like these ambient noises. Like these really just, relaxing ambient noises. It's nice for the ears after that loud-ass music playing. I don't know why I have the speakers turned up so high, but yeah. Alright. What is this? There's a telephone box. Hello? Who is this? It's me. I'm you from after you escaped the prison. You're me? ... So you were trapped in this prison too? Yep, I was in the furniture maze. Yep, I was in the escape tutorial.
And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good
That's where
advice
I am
from
right
someone
now.
who knows.
Oh, I'm so
The
glad
irony is that even in this scenario,
to
you're
get
still
out and
talking to
enjoy
yourself.
what it's like to escape.
You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
Just take the first one. Actually, I'm already forgetting what being in prison was like. Prison. Really? How long has it been since you got out? Years. Like I've been standing right here, here, working up to the nerve to call you. Yeah? Years? I haven't been here for years, I don't think. This is really hard to admit, but I was afraid to make this call. Time moves differently for you than it does for me, too. Wait, if you're me, then did you get a call from another version of you when you were trapped? No, I think I'm the first person to call back. Then you can tell me how to get out. Maybe I can come find you. What do I have to do? To get out, all you have to do is be sincere. To get out, you need to tell me how you feel right now. To get out, just talk with me for a bit. You have to be sincere. What? That will free me? How does that work? Listen, you can't know until you're out. I promise it works. Just be sincere. It will make sense. Sincere about what? That's exactly what you need to figure out in order to escape. Alright.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Loading. August 29, 2009. Oh, I keep saying it wrong. Super duper. Alright.
So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
Alright, so let's move forward into this site.
To me, this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the two doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
Yeah? Oh, there's a guy. Well, my goodness, I'm glad as all heck that you showed up. Thought I might be having to clean the entire house all by myself, and right miserable that would have been. Everyone knows lonesome lands make lousy homes. Don't worry about me, a place this nice, I'll glad to stay here all night.
The quality of the art is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on.
Lousy makes
From here on out, he
homeowners
begins putting much
reclaim
more
his own
effort into
place.
the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
This guy is like having a missing texture. Alright, don't worry about me. Well, now you just might be getting a little ahead of yourself there, no? Why don't we start cleaning and then you decide whether you could do it all night? I'll finish up here. In the meantime, could you please clear the table? Yeah. I could clear the table. Yeah, okay. Much nicer. That's the table I want to see. Now, would you please run to the bathroom and make the bed? Ooh. So where's the bathroom? Bedroom. There. Here we are. There you go. Make the bed. And while you're in there, why don't you straighten out the rug a bit? All the details matter. Alright. All the little details matter. Do you enjoy being a house cleaner? Well... Just I needed. While I'm working, I kind of feel a calm restless in pit of my ribcage. No. Oh, please, no. Oh, please, no. Alright, we're back. Did you enjoy being a house cleaner? Well, I don't enjoy it as much as I needed. While I'm working, I feel a kind of calm restless in pit of my ribcage. My soul just can't be soothed any other way. Soothed, it seems. Which I guess is about all that matters. Oh, and a titty couch. Would you straighten the pillows of the sofa right there? Yeah, we do that. Oh dear, looks like someone spilled a drink over by the couch. Maybe mop that up as long as you're over there? Yeah. I feel compelled to share an incredibly cheesy personal insight. You're okay with that? Make it especially cheesy. Yeah, I'll try to get by. Do you absolutely have to? Yeah, I'll try to get by. ... X2. No. No, it was stupid. Sorry, never mind. Hey, these dishes need to be washed. Hey, these dishes need to be washed. Why don't you come and do that? Yes. I'm trying so much to read this properly. In proper English. Last time I checked, the tub needed a cleaning. How about you scrub it down as best as you can? No need to be perfect. We're all just human. Scrub the tub. And there's still books scattered on the floor of the bedroom. If so, why don't you put them back on the shelf? Yeah, I would do that. I would do that for a guy with a box for a face, where it says clean and it's green. Perfect. Now then, how about you come and clear all these dishes off the table?
After the intense set of prison games, this house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
Alright, don't you worry about all that nonsense. For now, just smooth out the rug in the bedroom.
Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of
Looks like the tub has gotten rather dirty.
Grossly happy, all the time. Just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
Alright. Good. Earlier, when I said I had a really cheesy thought, I was going to say that it occurs to me that one's house is a lot like one's soul. You take care of it, and it takes care of you. Yeah. I don't know why I felt so weird about saying that. I get that it's a weird thing to say someone you just met. To say to someone you just met. Yeah, you're right. That's pretty cheesy. ... Anyway. So, housekeeping. Let's keep doing this. Books, could you please clean up the shit happens again and again, and I'm not even fucking... I mean, why does this happen? Why does this fucking happen? Alright, I can clean up the books. Oh goodness, those pillows over there on the couch are a real mess.
I'm glad he found some peace.
Question.
But, of course,
Do you
it
enjoy
can't
this?
last. The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well.
Good.
Again, You can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
Whoa. So let's keep moving then. I don't see why not. We have to get up to that stupid door. Finally, I can get out of this and save before my microphone does something stupid again and fucks up the recording. Ugh. It's
Which
getting
is the
pretty
whole
annoying.
point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
Alright. So, someone just went live.
This one gets a bit goofy.
Okay. Items you love. Alright. I just thought that it messed up again. Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job? Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No. You came here to become perfect. Yes, I did. With nobody else being here. This workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person is a better human being than I am. Right now, who do you think about that way in your life? Who do you know who is so well developed as a person that you feel disgusted with themselves? Compared to one, you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful. I intend to make you into that person. Perfection is within your grasp, and the question is not how we do it, but how do we do it effortlessly.
About halfway through the game,
This is
the
easy.
perspective
It is
shifts.
so easy. It is so easy. Being perfect is effortless. This is the key. How do I achieve it with no effort?
And you play as the teacher.
Well, let me tell you
Suddenly,
right now.
You discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
Yeah? I'm gonna go up to this piece of shit. Oh, okay, I can. And why is there a black hole in the background? And there is the signature lamp. Nothing. No one.
I felt pretty hard for this one. I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have.
Yeah?
To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human.
Yeah?
I think about this game a lot these days.
Yeah? Uh-huh. January 2010. Alright, stage. So here we are.
This one
backstage.
took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
Alright, I'm gonna have to watch this show. I think something's happening right now. Alright, so we're at the theater. I keep getting these microphone errors. I think I want to change microphone now. Because the cable keeps just fucking me up. Can I go up these stairs or these ladders? These nuts? No. Briefcases. I wonder what's down there. A couple of cables. They'll probably work. Probably doesn't work as much as my microphone right now. But I need to use it as much as I can until it doesn't want to work anymore. That's annoying as fuck. Alright. Not much to see around here, isn't there? We can't go up there. We can't go upstairs, can we? No, there's just ladders. I can't jump up at them. I can't crawl on them. Alright. Go inside the theater. Probably will attract something. Probably. Hello! Oh. Alright, the performance is beginning. Places, please. In this scene, you will be playing as me. We are the gathering of professionals. First, you'll start out leaning against this wall. Good, stay right there. The woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It's your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn about something from her, to gain something to succeed. Go on, say hi to her. Hello. That's it. That's not a conversation. You need to actually converse with her. Be a human being and do it again. Alright. I'm super scared right now. I like you. Here are all my hopes and dreams. Wise. No. That's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that one moment I was confident. But I was confident. Maybe it's that you need to feel better about seeing there's a lot of people around us. I'll give you some props to work with. These cones that bounce when you touch them will represent the people nearby. Now talk to her again. Oh shit. You must have worked really hard to get where you are. Yeah, that's it. Focused. You're messing it all up again. You'll freak her out if the conversation gets that personal that quickly. Do you not realize how important this was for me? I'll get another opportunity. I'll never get another opportunity like this again. I want to try something. Try stepping back from the stage. Oh. And here we are with the signature lamp. Yeah. This game is really weird for some reason. Well. I don't like... Oh, what is this? Okay, yes, now this is working.
The game ends with this eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know,
yeah.
It looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer.
Well.
But what can you do?
Yeah.
After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Yeah, June 2010. Alright, so we're coming closer to, Mobius Trip. To play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game. No, I don't want to keep my eyes closed. What's going on? Help, I'm blind. I can't die like this. I can't die like this. Something enormous just happened. And then my vision suddenly went black. Please, someone talk to me. There's a giant door. What the hell? Can you do something? Can you fix this? Oh shit, there's a giant door coming toward us. Fuck. Ah! Hell, what the fuck? So I need to solve this puzzle. What's going on?
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise.
Yeah, I have
And
been
there is
opening
a
my eyes the
solution,
whole
by the
time. Please tell me how to solve this. Are you going to crash? We're okay so far if I can activate the shields. Activate something. Activate it. Am I going to be killed by a giant door? Ah. Just try to get away from this. Oh, there's something up there now. I didn't see that before. Alright, let's go this way. Go. Bada boom, bada bang. The only way to stop this is to speak something that is honest. I'm bursting with creative energy. I can't keep making these. Yes, that's it. That's the truth. Uh-oh, I did the right thing. I don't feel it anymore.
Like I said, I was getting concerned.
I'm out of ideas.
First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking.
Keep going, keep talking.
Where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore.
Uh-huh.
And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, You know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing.
It's
Here was
this
the point
whisper.
in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
Yeah? So I feel like, oh, I haven't even been honest. I can't figure out how to say the thing. I thought it was going to be easy. You're doing it. It's working. I'm alone. I'm stuck in it. I have to work harder. I'm stuck in it. We're going to be okay. Yeah? How? How are we going to be okay? I don't see it.
His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
So the next game is 7 months. December 2010. Alright, loading. Hopefully we won't get a mic error. That's alright. Hello, where am I? Ooh, what is this? We're up in the sky now. Oh, I can go this way, can't I? Where did this island come from? Oh. Where am I? Where does this island come from? Oh. Hey, here we go. Is that a person? How lovely. It's been a long time since I talked to someone. What's wrong? You look lost? I'm completely out of ideas. Woo. Oh. So there keep spawning new islands as long as I keep answering these questions. Oh no, what's happened? Did something change? There was a machine that kept me going and it stopped. I'm trying to find this engine that used to protect me to start it again. There's the machine. Hey. Wait, are you looking for a machine? I know where it is. I think I know where it is. It isn't far. You have to take me to it. There you go. You have to take me to it.
If the last
I can
game
do that, but
featured
there's a
Coda
problem.
talking
It's gotta be a
explicitly
difficult
about
puzzle.
his creative frustrations, this one turns it up to 11. Now, put yourself in my shoes playing this. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even.
Perfect.
And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder
Come
even
on,
when he
I'll show it to
clearly
you.
doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
I think he's addicted. Alright,
'Cause
here's the puzzle.
From my perspective at the time, and
Remember
just
that.
what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
Alright, what's next? Okay, so now you have to press the switch right here. And then this door will open. Alright.
You can't
Ha, that was so
talk
simple.
yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
Yeah? This is very creepy. You have to say that your work is fun and easy. You have to say that the game development is simple and joyous, and that you love it 100% of the time. Okay, making games is simple. Oh, what? That feels wonderful. But it wasn't true. Why did the walls just crumble? Yeah, I wonder. Don't worry about it, just keep talking. Keep saying that creation is easy. When I make games, I feel completely energized. I'm constantly excited and enthusiastic about my work, and it's easy. It never stops being easy. I want to say the third. Yes, there was... Okay. Yes, that's wonderful. Keep going.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it looked really
Every time I
unhealthy
make
to
something
me.
I feel bad myself.
I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like Video games are not worth this amount of suffering. This is someone I really cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this was the worst thing for me.
Yes, more. Keep going.
I don't know. This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it. I wanted it to stop more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
Okay, so there's a
But it
lady
didn't
inside.
stop. After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and
Yes.
comes up with a new game.
That's what I said. May 2011. Alright. Ooh, this is getting very interesting so far. The machine. The machine who? Guard. Ma'am, glad to see you arrived so safely. You've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation whenever you like. I intend to be quick. I intend to be quiet. I intend to be brutal. I intended to be quick. Very good. I tend to be quick. Just be warned that someone could just call the press. So we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing you should know about the machine. It calls itself Coda. Ooh, the press. Please give us answers. What can you tell us? What the fuck? Yeah, okay. Ooh, there's a machine. You stopped.
And of course, it's the machine.
Yeah? The machine. Uh-huh, and then what? Then what? Where am I? Coda is a soda. Woo, 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 woo. Okay, you stopped. You stopped feeding us. Your work was keeping us alive. Those people out there, can you imagine what pain you've put them through? It was only because of your creations that any of us could make it through every day. How could we possibly go back, trusting you to do this job? How about this for a start? You need to go to the people who are out there and apologize to them. No? Nothing? Think carefully. I know how to hurt you. I have seen the thing you fear. I actually wanted to take a third answer, but yeah. Alright then, I will speak to them for you. Oh. A door. Alright. So something happened outside. My followers, my friends. My followers on Twitch. No. It falls on me to deliver bad news. The machine will not apologize to us. The machine refuses to admit that it's deliberately hurting us. The first one. But this is not important. We're stronger than it thinks we are. We will find a way to live without it. We do not need its games. Let us pay its retribution. Let us show it that we are not failures. Follow me. We will destroy the machine. Follow me. We will destroy everything that machine has created. Yeah, let's do that. Go, follow me, press. Oh, we're back at the theater now. Alright, and it disappeared. Oh, and here we have the gun. The hell? Uh-huh. Coda, I'll make sure your work dies here. Isn't that what you're scared of? Having to live without your precious creations? Having to deal with yourself? What the fuck is going on? Ooh.
So now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation.
Yeah? Oh. Here we are back at the typewriters.
As I'm thinking this, I realized that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral?
Yeah?
Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
Yeah. I think so. Destroy everything he has ever created. Yeah. Oh, I fell through.
So I started showing Coda's work to people.
Yeah?
I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games.
Yeah.
I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Okay, I'm back after a little bit of interruption from my dad. There you go. We're going close to the machine. Put down your weapon. What kind of weapon? Oh? Can I put it
Can
down?
you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something... I really felt like I'd done something good, like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy.
Oof. Is this supposed to be scary?
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while.
Yeah.
So this is
We're in
June of 2011.
Yeah.
And I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's.
Yeah?
This one is called The Tower.
The Tower.
And to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made.
Yeah.
So let's take a look.
Alright, let's take a look. Loading. The tower. So here we are. This room has the same architecture as one of the other rooms, or places we've
And
been.
this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world.
Yeah,
It's a
it
very
really does.
cold game.
Yeah. I feel that too. There's a spotlight even though there's no lights up there. It's kind of weird. This is very cold and it has a dark and creepy and scary feeling to it, I think.
This room actually has a maze in it.
Yeah? What is this?
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then
Yeah?
every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise. So the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played. It actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Alright, I kind of want to just go. Alright. It's kind of scary. Scary looking stuff.
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable.
Yeah.
Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever.
Yeah.
I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end.
That's beautiful and nice.
But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze?
Yeah. And what is this now?
The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
1 5 1 5 1 6 1 7. There you go. Nice. Nice. Good. Oh, shit. My pop filter. Fuck. Walk. Alright.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side.
What
So
the hell?
even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges, and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress.
Yeah?
And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely. Just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem.
Yeah. It's like...
I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem.
It's
I
like...
can open this door for you, so...
Oh,
let me
that's
do that.
nice. Let's go. Yeah. That's
Was I
nice.
a failure for not understanding this game? I mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why.
There's no need to feel like you're failed.
I remember, it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time, and as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean,
Yeah?
and he wouldn't.
What the fuck? Why not? Why not? Oh. I feel like when something isn't finished, it's typically because the person
I
is
felt
dead.
so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me.
Yeah?
But he stopped and left. And it felt somehow like I had failed.
What happened to him, honestly? What? Did he die or something? I have no idea what's going on right now.
Where did I screw up?
You're taking it too far. That's what I'm saying and thinking. Dear Davey, thanks for your interest in my games. I need to
I'm
ask you
the
to not
reason that
speak
you
to me
stopped
anymore.
making games, aren't I? It's because of what I did. I poisoned it for you.
What the hell? So he just rage quit just because somebody else played his games? Really?
I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt It felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
Yeah?
And the people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
What the fuck? Would you stop changing my games and stop adding lampposts to them so it was not his? Really? Would you simply
you
let them be what
I
they
didn't
are?
have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all.
What the hell?
Nothing. Less than nothing. What does that mean?
This is weird. Oh. Struggling to come up with some new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just a part of the process. The fact that you think I am frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. I realize that this doesn't make sense to you yet. Which is fine. You're not my problem to solve. Oh, shit. My hand gets stuck. There we go. But I do
I'm
hope...
afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
But I do hope that one day it clicks and that you make peace with the thing that you're wrestling. And when you finally see what I'm talking about, don't say anything. Oh, I hate whispering things like that.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work. Is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry.
Yeah?
I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please, I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me?
No.
Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. And I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
Huh? And that's it. Really? Epic log. So, that's the game? Oh. I'm here. So that was kind of weird. So there's a clock post this time, huh? So we're at the station. Okay, so the man is not there anymore. Davey, his name is. Alright. Okay. So. He's back.
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease.
Yeah, it's kind of like drugs. If you could say it like that.
Solution.
Oof, this is like drugs. I have no experience with drugs, but yeah. I don't know why I would say that.
I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate.
I think this
Wouldn't
game has
have told
succeeded
so
one
many people
over.
that he was depressed.
I think he has succeeded long
He
over.
just likes making prisons.
I think this game is long over 1 hour and a half now. Especially on my recording. Yeah. Let's go inside. This is very interesting so far. But I choose to believe that this is not real. This is not going on in real life. I don't.
Even now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
Yeah? Shitty person. Shitty personalities. Huh? Go into the darkness. Okay. What is this? Purple, blue stuff. That's what it is. Alright.
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be?
Who knows?
It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
It's going to... This looks like the gates to heaven. I don't know why. You have hell, you have heaven. Yeah. I don't know why. Okay. Please, let's follow the pink-ish road. What now? This is very interesting. This is very mysterious. I like it. So this far. Alright.
I think I need to go.
Need to go? No, don't leave.
I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do.
Yeah?
I have a lot that I need to make up for. And so I'm just gonna...
Yeah?
Okay.
What are you gonna do? Can I continue? You don't have to turn the game off. I can continue. I can continue without you. Alright, so that means there's more commentary. Alright. So now that he's gone, I can talk. So what are we here? We're in like a desert place. Okay, going through the portal-like things. Kind of reminds me of Minecraft. Alright, going up the stairs. Everything is itching so much here. My nose, my chest, my everything. Like, seriously, why is it so itchy? Ah, damn it. That's why you saw me stop sometimes throughout this episode. It's just because I had to itch myself. Oh, drop down. Wee, whoa. Hey, what is this? Oh, I get elevated upwards. Or elevated? Is that even the right word to use with this? I don't know. But something is up here. And this can only go as slow enough. So, alright. Let's find out what's up here. Alright. There's a green colors. Alright. So now that the guy isn't here anymore, what are we supposed to do? Supposed to, like, look through all this stuff? Long hallway. And there's silence. Then there's silence. I mean, holy moly. Oh, this feels so... Huh? Alright. I thought that there was gonna be a silence, but, yeah. It's not. It's, thundery outside. It looks like there's no clouds in the sky. But, apparently there is. Apparently there's enough to make thunder. I wonder if there's any thunder without... I wonder if there can be thunder without any clouds. But here we are. Here we have the beam thing. So, jump into this. Oh, shit. And then I get elevated upwards. And it becomes black. Like death. It's so weird. This big ass maze. What the fuck? Ow, my ears. Ow. Ah. So, black screen again. What now?
Turn back,
For R.
turn back from this cave.
The hell? For R. Who's R?
You said
This
let
project
me
would not have been possible
grow
without the following individuals.
away.
Jesus Hikorios,
Keep going.
Jack Parsons, Andreas Jørgensen. Jørgensen. Turn back. Alright, so this is the credits. Alright.
Miles and miles.
Alright, we're back again. So, that's the beginner's game. We're gonna play a lot. Hopefully we're gonna play some games like this again. I kinda liked it so far. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys next time.